What's going on, everybody? It's your boy KCFL, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. I'm gonna give my little thoughts about Raw, and before I do so, I want to let people know tonight I will be on the Homeboys show, Cleveland Me. That's right, I make my epic return to the Fellas podcast. I'll be joining Mr. Joey, Mr. Tompatons, and Mr. Cleve the Goat if he can pull up. But I will be joining the fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to tune into their product on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, at CleveandMe when they upload. I don't know if we're going to be live on their YouTube channel, but if we are, it's at CleveandMe on YouTube. So just putting in the plug right now. So I appreciate the fellas for bringing me back on. All right, Monday Night Raw Go Home show. It was in Michigan, Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids was a solid crowd. Um, it was a decent go home show. Could have been better. Again, Raw's just too long. Listen, y'all know. Look here. I get on AEW with them long man pay per views. What make you think I'm gonna sit up here and keep accepting 3 hour Raws? 3 hour Raws is just too much. Sorry about that. Go back to 2 hours and 15 minutes. We open up the show. Mr. Drew McIntyre addresses why he turned on Jay and why he's aligned with the Judgment Day. Even though he is not in the Judgment Day, he says that Jay Uso, even though he's not with the bloodline, his family cost him at the biggest show of his career was when they went to Clash of the Castle at his hometown in Cardiff, and he had the opportunity to become the champion, and his family cost him. So because they are over on SmackDown, he can't go after them, but he can beat the snot out of Jay, and that's what he's going to be doing going into Wargames. Decent promo. I still think, like I said, he shouldn't be turning his anger to Jay. Jay already dealing with all kind of crazy stuff, because it seems like every time Cody brings somebody on that quote unquote has beef with him, Jay got that look on his face like he know he messed up, and he know he messed up. That's what happened when you get along with Roman. When you get into that bloodline stuff and you start messing other people up, cats come in there, they trying to beat you down. That's the same situation that's going to get ready to happen with Bayley. The same storyline is finna happen with Bayley if you think about it. But, so, he was out there. Jay came out talking, I'm going to yeet you up. I'm going to give you a yeet down. And then next thing you know, that's when everybody in the you didn't even see the judge, but they come out. They was just sitting over there by the audience. Next thing you know, they all hopped in the ring with Drew. And then here come the sing-along folks. Here comes Seth. Here come Cody. Here comes Sammy. They all come join them. Now it's still 4-on-5. Out of nowhere, Adam Pearce came into the ring. He get into that ring and said, nobody fighting. We ain't fighting. If you're fighting, the match is off. But what we're going to do later tonight, we're going to have a one-on-one to see who's going to get the upper hand going into War Games. You got an opportunity to pick who you want, and we're going to do that. Meanwhile, Cody, you and your squad better find a fifth member, and you got to quote-unquote. Now, I don't know why he said 9 o'clock. He should have said 10 o'clock, because that's when the show was over. Because that's exactly when, quote-unquote, they revealed it, but they really didn't reveal it. But that's that. So, like I said, first segment. Then we got Nia Jax versus Raquel. This was Raquel just smiling all day, get beat down by Nia Jax. You would think Raquel wouldn't be out here smiling. Raquel would be ticked off that this girl messed her up for potentially being the WWE Women's World Champion right now. But she was smiling throughout the whole match. 9 wins. Great. Yeah. I should have laid down, but I'm trying to get this stuff out to you. Judgment Day, backstage, talking with Drew. Damian Priest pulls up, and they kind of going back and forth on who's going to be the one to represent the squad tonight in the main event. Damian Priest said he thought it should be him, and then Drew McIntyre said, it's cool, but it should be me. That's when Rhea jumped in and said, you fellas better get down. You better make up your mind what you're going to do. And Damian Priest said, all right, screw it. Drew, you're going to handle that business tonight. He said, I sure will. Boom, there it is. Then they showed them backstage trying to get themselves together. Jay said he finna handle the business tonight. He want to get that fool a yeet down. And then they was looking at Cody like, all right, so who finna join us? And Cody said, I got an old friend I made a call. And when they put the camera back on Jay already knew. I can't do it, man. This matchup right here. I really cared about this if Becky wasn't involved in the women's Wargames match. And they tried their best to hype it up. It was a decent match. Xia Li doing her little stuff she tried, but I'm seriously not really that invested in Xia Li. Like, I get it. Xia Li has a matchup against Lyra Valkyrie, who was sitting ringside yesterday. But how do you push somebody and stop them and push them and stop them, and then we supposed to get invested? I can't do that. I genuinely can't do that. And I just say this whole experiment is really not doing anything for Xia Li. And she lost the match, and you guess what? She gonna lose to Lyra tonight on NXT. So here come Damaged Goods. Damaged Goods come out there, and they ready to beat the snot out of Becky. Well, out right behind them, Charlotte, Shotzi, and Bianca, and they was trying to get they beat down on and all of this, and you have to ask yourself this. Even though Dakota Kai can't wrestle, technically it's still 504. Oh, y'all, I apologize, man. I hate y'all trying to record. I hate this, man. I hate being tired while trying to record. I'm telling you, what I'm going to do is, as soon as I get done doing this, I'm going to lay down for an hour so then I can be ready to go for tonight for the doggone podcast, which is about 4 hours from now. Well, literally 3 hours from now. But, yeah. They thought this was going to get me excited for the women's situation. It didn't. The only thing I care about concerning the women is the beatdown that's coming to Bayley, because everybody mama know it. We all know this was going to happen. Ludwig Kaiser and Johnny Gargano was getting ready for their matchup. It is what it is on here. Ludwig Kaiser lost because of Giovanni Da Vinci. I want to call him Giovanni Da Vinci. Literally. I really want to call him Giovanni Da Vinci, but it's Giovanni Vinci. And DIY, this second coming to them, man, it just ain't doing nothing for me. It's literally not doing anything for me. I'm serious, y'all. It's literally not doing anything for me, and I wish I could have been more invested in it, but I really don't care. They're teasing hard that Ludwig Kaiser is going to drop Imperium. They're teasing it too hard because Giovanni and Gunther are pretty much acting like he's the odd man out. Literally, that's how they teasing. Chelsea Green, Piper Niven are complaining to Adam Pearce that everybody wants a tag team title shot for them and all of this. So Adam Pearce said, screw it. I'm going to give you guys a fatal four-way. You can sit out there and commentate and sound boring and tiresome. And whoever wins gets you guys next week. Ladies and gentlemen, the women's tag team titles don't mean nothing. They genuinely don't mean anything. Oh, excuse me. I would genuinely take these titles and place them back on NXT and let Shawn Michaels cook with them. Because at least in NXT, Shawn Michaels knows exactly what he's doing with the women. Triple H, Triple Big knows he has not a slightest clue what he's doing. He don't know what he's doing. The standouts of this whole matchup was Caden and Casey. Katana and Caden. They were the standouts. Everybody else was, Maxine and Ivan Neal were trying to do a little something, but Candice Ray, Indy Hart-White, Tegan Knox, and Natalya, and then these two over there just sounding tiresome. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, man, look, I hear this word tossed around so much about certain people not having charisma and stuff, and Chelsea Green and Piper Niven don't really have no type of charisma whatsoever. I was just sitting over there listening to them. Listen, they sound just as bored as I am while here trying to doggone do this review while yawning. That's how bored they sound on commentary. They just sound boring and sick. And I'm like, you at least have some type of charisma or something. Make just be like, okay, they just talking bull jive on commentary or something. But no, man. And after the matchup, who won this match? That's right. Rhea Ripley and Zoe Starks was backstage, and then Shayna Baszler pulled up. They're trying hard to make people care about whoever's going against Rhea, and it's just not. Listen, it might be a 50 billion women on Raw, but that division, man, it feels like everybody's irrelevant to Rhea. Everybody. Like nobody's really built up to potentially take that title off her, and that's sad because Ivy Neal she has potential. I don't know what happened to Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. I don't know what the heck. I mean, they fell off the face of the earth. We know about Tegan Knox's situation. She can't stay healthy for nothing. Natalya, old school, but cats get tired of Natalya because she pick and choose when she want to show up. And Maxine Dupree is just coming. Like she's still learning how to do things. Ivy Neal, like I say, she got a little something. Now these two, they're the standout, but even with them, man, it's like they don't do anything. It's like they'll get a win here and then they'll lose like 5 straight in a row. And then, like I say, the tag team title champs themselves, they lose every day. So how the heck are we supposed to get invested in a division where cats just look like losers all day? And they don't have charisma, and they don't feel like they matter. They don't have no characters or nothing. It's like, what's the point? Oh, we got women on the show. I'm like, no, that's not it. I can't get down like that. But yeah, Zoe Starks called herself trying to cut a promo on Rhea, and she was like, if you know what's best for you, you'll get your behind about this locker room. And she sit up there saying, I'm about to bring the best, and I'm gonna beat the snot out of you. I'm like, girl, you ain't doing nothing. Rhea Ripley gonna wipe the floor with you at Survivor Series. She gonna wipe the floor with you. So you can talk all that bull jive all you want. You ain't winning nothing. Like I said, this matchup, it was all over the place. You would have thought Kaden and Chance would have won. Nope. They gave it to Natalya and Tegan Knox. So those two already did. Listen, the both of them done pinned both Piper Niven and Chelsea Green like 15 million times. So what make you think that they gonna win the tag team title? No, they're not. It's a wrap. Chelsea Green and them gonna win. It's a waste of time. So then we get Ludwig Kaiser trying his best to justify what happened, said that it was Giovanni that screwed me over. Y'all want me to win, but y'all keep getting in my way, and Gunther said, you're just a waste of space. I'm telling you right now, if it wasn't for the promo between Gunther and Miz, I would literally be thinking that the Miz is going to win. But when I get to that promo, I'll talk about it. Adam Pearce backstage, just talking bull jive and all this bull jive, just saying all kind of crazy stuff. So then we get to the ring. I believe this is when the Miz and Gunther was out there, called themselves cutting a promo on one another. The world is going nuts. Everybody said that the promo battle back and forth was good. It was okay. I'll give them some props to try to get people invested in a match that don't nobody really care about. Most people believe Gunther going to wipe the floor with them. They tried to make basically this is what the promo was. Gunther pretty much said, I know I'm supposed to quote unquote respect you, but I don't respect you at all. Like, all you are is just a sports entertainer. And then Miz said, well, you think that's an insult to me? Of course I'm a sports entertainer. He said some of the greatest pro wrestlers that I looked up to back in the day, Macho Man. He said, I think he mentioned the Warrior. And then he said Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels, Mr. Perfect. I mean, he went down the list. Bret Hart. He talked about those cats, larger than life characters. Well, technically, even though I'm not a fan of The Miz is definitely a larger than life character. I'm not a fan of The Miz because a lot of things that he does is just cringe worthy. It's not even worth even being on TV. But the man had an extreme point in everything he was saying. He was able to counterpoint everything that Gunther was saying. Gunther was saying some bull jive. The Miz come right back and slap him across the face with whatever he was saying. So Gunther was saying, you know what? Since everybody bullied you in the back, I think you really wasn't bullied enough. I'm going to bully you some more. So he kept pushing him, and then the Miz low blowed him. And then he did the skull crushing finale. That told me right there that the Miz is not winning, so I guess we're saved. So that means Chad Gable versus Gunther could still happen. We just don't know where it's going to happen. I'm like, I'm not doing it at the Royal Rumble because I would prefer Gunther to be in the Royal Rumble so he would have an opportunity to potentially win the Royal Rumble. But if Triple H is silly and he decides to wait to the Royal Rumble and that's where he does it, then I don't know how the heck we're going to get Gunther into one of the big title pictures. Well, more than likely it's going to be World Championship title picture. But like I said, at this point, the man said it. He's outgrown the IC title. He's outgrown it. He doesn't need it anymore. And like I said, this moment I personally believe should have been for Chad Gable This moment should have been for Chad Gable to go ahead and get it done out here in Chicago on Saturday night. But no, we're getting ready to waste it with the Miz and all this. I'm like, it is what it is. But like I said, I seen everybody with nuts. People was going crazy. All of this or whatever. So we got Seth and Jay giving a pep talk. Then you had Shinsuke getting ready to come on out here. He went against Chad Gable. It is what it is on that. So then Shinsuke was backstage saying something, it's time, and he's almost here. So a lot of people speculating, who the clown is this fool talking about? So we already know Randy Orton is getting ready to go against, it is in the Wargames, so who the heck is Shinsuke talking about? Is he talking about Cmpunk? I don't know. That's why you don't want to get your expectations up. Like I said, it's too obvious. We in Chicago. Why the heck are we going to redo this foolishness over and over again? Shinsuke won. So Drew and them backstage, whatever, whoop whoop. So then we get to the matchup. Drew versus Jay. I mean, I've seen it multiple times. I mean, if you've seen a Drew and Jay match, you really ain't missing nothing. So then it was the aftermath. So obviously Jay and them lost. So Judgment Day has the advantage, which is code for they're going to lose at War Games. So that's when everybody came out. They all came out trying to jump Jay. Then that's when everybody else came out. They ran them off. So Cody and them is in the ring, and Cody started saying, my old friend, the Apex Predator, fans going nuts. But they didn't really have him come out. So they wait until Survivor Series. And that's where Randy Orton's going to come out. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Monday Night Raw. Like I said, decent go-home show. Some things I wouldn't have had on the show. I'm not giving... I'll probably say some, my predictions on CleveandMe Show, but I will give my full prediction probably after SmackDown, but I'll give my thoughts on where where most people are going on who is going to win the matches at War Games or whatever. But that's that, ladies and gentlemen. Do not forget to be at CleveandMe. Like I said, I'm not sure if the fellas are going to have the show live on YouTube or we just have to wait till the podcast comes out on iTunes or Spotify or whatever. But that's at CleveandMe on YouTube. Joey Nips, Tom Patons, Cleve the Goat, and myself as Beats to Blessing on Twitter. Hey, I'll talk to y'all cats later. Y'all know what to do. It's your boy King Cmpunk for life. I'll let your boy.